day 2 of the conference, and these lights were left on from yesterday. This is not part of my production, and I'm not really sure of the brand name. Let's see, what does that say? Chauvet. But yeah, these things were on the whole night. Either they're extremely durable and the LEDs don't burn out, or someone forgot to turn them off.
This is always a cool moment. This photographer is watching all of his photos from yesterday on the big screen today. So just a quick, fast turnover. I'm sure he brought these on his computer, threw a quick grade on them, and then emailed them back to the production, and now he gets to see them on the big screen. Not much is happening right now, so I put the camera on the ground and stuck it into interval recording, so it records one frame every 1 second, and we're on a 24p time base, so in 24 seconds of live recording, I will get 1 second of recorded footage. So, big hallway, lots of people moving through it. Sit here for 3-4 minutes, get a couple seconds of footage, and give some options to the editor.
2019 season, really dominated.
I'm always curious as to how I get these jobs, and I already know this one came from Production Hub, but the guy who hired me was able to shed a little bit more insight. So he is coming from New York, and he needs someone in Orlando who can be a B-cam operator, who can handle sound, who can go get B-roll while he edits. And he originally was talking to another company who said, yeah, we can find you 3 people for that. And that was just increasing the scope way more than he wanted. So he said, I actually like that I could pay more to have you, meaning me, David, do all 3 of those roles. It's a lot easier to manage. So that was interesting to note. Second was, he said, I liked your description, your biography on Production Hub. And when these people are looking through these pages of, camera operators, the descriptions can tend to be too wordy. They're filled with accreditations and achievements, and you're not giving the person who's searching the info that they want immediately. So for mine, I chose to go short and sweet. So I chose to write, I am commonly brought in to solve 2 requests. One of them is I am an owner-operator, meaning I have my own camera, and I can provide a interview setup with light, camera, and audio. And then the second one is I can fill in as a DP role on a larger crew. And I worded it that way so that I ask the question for the person who's looking. And with my Production Hub membership, I am pushed to the front of the search results, and I found out that he didn't even go to page 2. So that's a huge factor if you are looking to get on Production Hub. I would pay for the extra exposure. It really, really helps. If you're on Google, you don't want to go to page 2, 3, 4. You want the information quick and sweet.
All right, Roger, how are you going to finish the year strong?
I'm going to finish the year strong by leveraging the power of we. And now that we've met the patients firsthand,
by collaborating with my team and working hard to see as many physicians as I can to get out there with the Opdivo and Uruguay messages around our incredible data.
One of the main reasons I chose the C70 over a couple of other cameras was the XLR inputs and having phantom power. So this is a situation where I would like to have a shotgun mic boomed overhead, and I don't want to have to worry about the battery levels of that microphone. I want it to have a strong, standardized XLR connection there, and then come in here. Adapting to mini is okay. It's not preferred, but I get power through here. And that way I do not have to worry about battery levels of other accessories, occupying my mental space.
So the conference just provided lunch. That's really nice. And I've had some items in my B&H cart for a while. While I was working here, I said, let's just go through with it. Some of them were an SD card holder. There are some from Pelican that open and close, and they have a clasp. This one's just a tray. It's a lot thinner. I think I like this design more. Got a couple cold shoes, a couple 3/8 to 1/4 20 threads, rethreaders, and then the BPA 30 battery from Canon. So now I have 3. I prefer the short one because it's flush to the camera body. And then last one was 2 more V90 128 gigabyte cards from Angel Bird. They're expensive. I think they're $160 each. But they can handle anything that the C70 has. 4K 120, it can do 4K 60, no problem. And I've let it roll for hours and hours, never had an issue. So those were on sale yesterday on B&H for $40 off. I missed the sale, contacted B&H today. They said, oh, no problem, here's the promo code. So saved $80 on 2 SD cards. That means I'll have 4 128 V90 cards, which again is more than I'll need, and I just like having that security. And then, so those should come in next week, the early Christmas present.
Thank you. These are beach shoes. Start down in Florida or go up the coast. Hey, dudes.
Yeah, I like them.
There's like 50 different types of them on Amazon.
Excellent.
Thank you.
A couple people wanted to look at their interviews, and having the scrubbing function is so valuable. And I know a couple other cameras don't have that, like the FX6, but it should be a firmware update for all cameras. Very, very helpful. I've been having a lot of these jobs pop up recently, so I've been able to push out a lot more of these vlogs, which I really enjoy. They honestly make me more enthusiastic about all the work I'm doing, because I know I'm going to get a bunch of questions from people saying, what about this, what about that? So if you have questions, let me know. The whole point of this is for me to have some good memories to look back on, but also share the stuff that I know, the stuff that I wish I had known about when I was a little earlier on. Some of it is extremely simple, but you just don't know until you know. And this Sunday, October 30th, my short documentary, DZ Machine, is going to be playing in that downtown Orlando theater. If you can make it, please let me know. The link to purchase the tickets is in the description. I'll see you guys there.